I kept feeling like I didn't finish what I started for my own personal self, and I also kept feeling like, what kind of example is that going to be for my child, even though they were so young. Hey friends, Sarah here. Welcome back to my channel. So by today's video title, you can see that I want to talk to you guys about something that recently happened, and I just feel so good about moving forward. So let's get into this. So if you guys haven't been following my journey, I guess is clear on my other channel, on my family vlog channel, because I've been doing that video channel for much longer, and it was just more focused around family. And on there I shared about returning back to school. And for those of you guys who don't know, I returned back to school, and I'm speaking like going to higher education when I was 26. So I also already shared my background story a little bit on here, indicating that I was a teen mom. I had my first child at 19, and so that kind of, I was very fortunate to have my degree, my high school diploma by that time, but in terms of having a higher education, I didn't have that opportunity. It was just a hard thing to now try to juggle with having a newborn baby. At the same time, my boyfriend at the time, who's now my husband, him and I were trying to figure out what we're going to do, because he was also getting ready to go off to school, and life was just going to be a whole different can of worms for us. Fast forwarding everything, you know, we got married, we had our baby, he went off to school, and we made a pact to ourselves that I was going to go back to school after he was done. This pact didn't come about right away. This is like a little bit of a story time if you haven't gotten the gist. But this didn't happen right away, but we basically made that little mini pact. I think maybe a year or so, 2 years into his journey, when I saw it and I felt like the guilt, and I'm just like, I had this beautiful little baby who was growing, and I'm just like, I felt so unaccomplished. Like, I felt like I wanted the best for my kids. I wanted the absolute world for my child. And then I kept feeling like, well, I need to get this part done too. I kept feeling like I didn't finish what I started for my own personal self, and I also kept feeling like, what kind of example is that going to be for my child, even though they were so young, and I know that they didn't fully know any of what was happening or fully understand, and it would be years before they fully did, but it crossed my mind time and time again, and I'm so thankful it did, because it pushed me in the direction to want to make a pact with my hubby and say, you know what, you're going to school, you're going to be an engineer, your school is going to take quite a number of years, 5 years, and he also did his master's, which then took another 2. But the plan is, when you are done, I want to give it a go and do something for myself. So fast forwarding things, that day came about when he was finally done school, and I now went from having 1 child to 3, and that was obviously a part of our plan, because I knew it would be years down the road that before he was finished his schooling, so we kind of used that time to have babies, and you know, that was our plan, and it was okay for us, it worked. So fast forwarding, the day came when I enrolled into school, and I just kind of began, and it's been a journey since then. It's been a journey, because going back to school is one of the hardest things. It's honestly one of the hardest things I have ever done. Trying to go back to school, just school in general, is difficult, but going back to school when you've got a bunch of kids and they're all like 6 and under. They were 6, 4, and 2 literally, and it was a challenge. So basically, the time arrived, and I actually finally just completed my degree. It took about 8 to 9 years. It took a long time. Now, it's a 4-year degree. If you guys are curious, I am going to do a Q&A, because I have gotten some more questions about it, but I figured I might as well just do this story time kind of update video to let you guys know exactly what's been going on in this area of my life, and then I can answer the questions, because then you guys will you know, I can go into details and let you guys know how I did it, what I studied, how long, you know, just what I plan on doing with it. Long story short, I just completed my degree. I could literally cry. Like, I could literally cry because it's something that I've been looking forward to for so long, and it's just been, it just seems to, it was just so long and dragged out and stressful, and it just sometimes never seemed to have an end. It was really, really difficult, but I'm telling you, it's the best decision I ever made, and I really truly did it for myself and for my kids. First and foremost, I did it for myself because I knew that I wanted to have something for myself. This is, you know, education is one of those things no one can take away from you when you have it, and education is one of those things that can help you get to, you know, I know there's sayings of people saying education is overrated for a number of reasons, given that it's not free and it costs so much money, and that's a big part of what limits so many people, but that is a whole other story. But at the same time, it's such a blessing to achieve this dream of mine, and it's such a blessing to now be able to, you know, with all the homeschooling that I've done and with all the teaching of my girls, I get to use myself as an example, is right there to be like, look, mom and dad, we've achieved this. This is what we have done. And so it's a nice reminder. It's a nice reminder to our kids that they can accomplish their goals and their dreams. And yeah, like, it's just been it's been a wild ride. I'll let you guys know what I studied. I did study psychology because I love to understand the mind and the way our minds work, and understand people and communication and all those things. Psychology does encompass a lot of those things, and it was a lovely course. I really enjoyed it. My degree was for 4 years, and clearly it took a lot longer than that time to finish, but I just wanted to make this video to share a little bit of an update, but also to give a lot of you guys hope, like, remind you that even just when you think that you can't do something, you can. Because before I even went back to doing this course specifically, I went to do a certificate program. I did interior decorating, which I gained that certificate, but I literally chose that program because I just thought, I just don't think I could do it. I don't think I can accomplish getting a whole degree while being a mom of 3 kids. That just seems so far-fetched. And so I went ahead and I did this certificate program, and I was just like, okay. So, you know, okay, I did that. Maybe I have, you know, I'm thinking, I'm feeling a little bit more hopeful, and so I gave myself a push and decided to just kind of go for it. And there are many times along the way where I felt like giving up. I felt defeated when I would fail a course. I thank God I didn't fail very many, but I felt defeated when those times came around. There are plenty of times when you just feel like giving up, because I was trying to devote myself to my family, trying to be that stay-at-home mom to my kids, but there's only so many hours to a day, and here I am having to try to do 3 courses at a time. There are times when I took a full course load, and then there are times when I took 3 courses, and then there are times when I took 2, and then those times when I had a little bit of a break just because financially it was, you know, sometimes draining. And then there are times when I just went, like, and then I went back, of course, and just kept doing it along the way. But I did it consistently, honestly, throughout. If I ever took a break, it was nothing more than 6 months. And the past year before was when I took the longest break, and it's after I had my baby Zoe. I took a break sometime after she was born. I had a bunch of exams that I had to do, so the break didn't officially start there. I literally took the break from like 6 months on, and I was just like, I just want to enjoy my baby. I just want to enjoy my baby. And I just went for it and took a break. But I'm so thankful that I do have like a natural push and a drive to motivate myself. And I knew that this is something I really wanted to complete and to succeed at. And yeah, I'm just in awe that I did it, and I just wanted to share that with you guys. Give you guys a little background about me. Some of you guys are wanting to know more about me. This is that video that I'm gonna say, leave your questions down below, so I'm collecting questions. that you guys have about me, so I can do a formal Q&A video learning more about me. So leave your questions down below this video, and that would be fantastic. But I want to leave on one note that's saying, like, if you're a mom, not just a teen mom, but if you're a mom who have, like, you know, you have your kids and they're all grown and you just keep thinking, I want to do this thing, I want to go back to school. Whatever it is that your goal is or your dream is that you want to do, don't give up on yourself, because the truth is we are so important, and we're so important. Even as moms, it's so easy to get caught up in just wanting to give all of ourselves to our kids all the time, but we just kind of forget about us. And it's not healthy to forget about yourself, and it's not healthy to just give up on your dreams completely. Even though some dreams won't make it, because you want to give your kids so much, and it's hard to kind of balance the two. It's really you know, up to you. But if you know you have dreams, don't give up on it. Just work towards it a little at a time, because in the end it will pay off. My course took 8 to 9 years. In that time frame, I've witnessed my younger sister graduate, my younger brother graduate, and it's just like, my time will come. Just be patient. Don't compare yourself to others. Do what you're doing with the best intentions. You do it for yourself, and you're doing it for them, and that's what will help you through. And I just wanted to share my story to give those of you hope who feel like you just are out of the game. Like, you're not out. If you want to go back to school, and if you want to go back to do that one thing, you can still go back. Just try. It's a matter of working around it. I got my schooling done late at night. I got my schooling done in the evenings when hubby came home. I sacrificed a lot of movie nights and a lot of just fun times when, you know, these guys are playing games and stuff. Mind you, I'm so grateful because I get to spend all day with my kids. So it's like, at the same time, it's like, okay, it would be nice to be with them 24/7, but the break was also nice. But I didn't you don't anticipate spending the break just doing work after work after work, which is what I ended up doing. But it was well worth it, and I'm so happy I did it. And I just wanted to share that little piece of information with you guys, and I want to put it here to document it for myself. And I'll go back and hear a little piece of my story from my own personal self in the future. I can hear just how it all began, where it and where it all kind of, you know, I won't say end, but the journey of the anticipation kind of ended when I graduate. I'm just waiting for my degree to just come in the mail, and I'm waiting for my graduation ceremony to take place as well. But that's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, as well as don't forget to leave your comments down below, or your questions about what you want to learn about me to get to further know me, because I will have my Get to Know Me Q&A coming up for you guys shortly. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, and until next time, much love, guys.